Good morning, all.
Morning, Ram.
Good morning. Friends, we will be getting started around 11:30. We have some 10 minutes of time with us. My kind request to all of you all would be two things. One is that since we have 10 minutes and it's an interesting session for all sales and marketing professionals in particular and for budding entrepreneurs as well as students, I would request you all to just take these 10 minutes of time that you have on your hand and share the link with the direct Zoom link with a few more participants so that they can take advantage of this particular session. You could share this link with a few friends of yours. Even they will be grateful to you for having invited them, and they would be able to take advantage of a good speaker that we have for today. 10 takes a lot of efforts to get these speakers on board. I think it would do we don't charge you all anything for this particular event. The only request that we have is that you invite some of your friends so that they can also take advantage of the entire session. It's a completely free event for today. And it has been so for the last 3 months that COVID has been there. The second request, friends, that I have from you is we have our 10 channel on YouTube. So it is youtube.com/10network Thane. I'll put it on the chat window out there. I would kindly request you all to, go to our page and do like our channel, because the more the likes we get, the easier it is for us to share with other people our past. Yeah, Jignesh.
Ram.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, Deepak. Ram.
Yeah.
राम म्यूट निकाल जरा राम अनम्यूट कर.
Yeah, tell me, Mangesh.
You have to make me co-host and I'd share the PPT here. You have to share the PPT. I'll be taking the questions from chat box. तो आपको PPT शेयर किया मैंने मेल पे.
Okay. Give me some 5 minutes. I'm just joining you all back in 5 minutes. Mangesh, can you share the YouTube link on the chat?
Yeah, I'll share with you.
There are some late registrants. I just want to share a mail with them before I join you guys once again by 11:30.
Sure.
Hello? Yeah? Rakesh.
Prakash says he has not got the link.
Deepak, Prakash called you or text you?
Yeah. He says he has not got received the link.
Okay, Ram, please check. Huh?
One sec. I have shared with him separately as well.
Give me a minute. I'll check why the chat is not coming up. Friends, request you all once again to share the meeting link with your colleagues if possible. And also visit our 10 YouTube channel, youtube.com/10network Thane. That's it, 10 network Thane. Yeah, Mangesh has already shared it for you all. It's youtube.com/10network Thane. This is a return gift that we want from you all for the effort that 10 is taking out there over the last few months to organize fantastic sessions for you all, for your benefit.
Has Prakash joined in?
Deepak, you want to call Prakash and check because it's already 11:30, no?
Neil, are you getting chat option? You are logging from laptop, na? Neil?
No, there's no chat option here. I am also hunting for it. Ram, try and make me the host. Let me investigate.
No, we are also not able to get the chat option, sir, at our end.
Yeah, I know. Ram, can you make me the host? I'll just investigate what is wrong. Settings में देखना पड़ेगा.
Deepak, is Prakash able to get in the meeting room? We are still facing problems.
No, Rahul Prakash has joined us.
Acha, joined us. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Prakash Mundra is in already.
Okay.
Yeah, he has
Prakash.
joined.
Great. Chat issue can be sorted out during the meeting. So if can we begin, Ram? Is it okay?
Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, no problem.
Prakash, good morning.
Yeah, Prakash, good morning. Yeah.
Prakash, good morning.
राम बाकी सबको राम प्लीज म्यूट कर देना मतलब there's lot of disturbance.
Just doing that.
Oh, this is good.
Okay, I think we are good to go.
Yeah.
Ram, that chat option is still not there.
It's going. It's yeah. It was slightly disabled from the settings side, but it seems that we wouldn't be able to enable it for this particular session. It's going to be difficult because
the
I have already
session
enabled
is on, Ram. We cannot activate the chat.
I am not able to close the session right now and activate it once again. It will come for the next session, but it's difficult to do it for the current session.
Just start in the meanwhile.
Yeah. So let's start.
And Q&A will take at the end then, because no one will be able to ask questions, right?
Yeah. So we will guys. There is one suggestion that I can share for the moment. We will definitely not be able to take questions during the session. We will be able to take it at the end. But since we are right now not able to do a direct one-on-one chat, chat-based questions right now, I would suggest you all to put your questions on the WhatsApp. I can give you all 2 numbers for you all to save it on your mobiles.
Yeah, that would
One,
be
you
good.
can take my number. You will have to write it down somewhere, or maybe there's a whiteboard or something that we can share it, Mangesh. Have a look at it. Let me see.
I think create a WhatsApp group. It will be more comfortable.
Right now, we wouldn't be able to create a group for want of time, but I'll just give you my number. So it is, I hope you all can see the screen. It is 976.
Ram, I would suggest give Mangesh's number directly here. Mangesh is going to take the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, Mangesh ka hi de de.
Fine, even if it comes to my number, whichever.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm giving you Mangesh number also. Mine I could remember immediately, so I gave you. Just hold on a minute. I'll give you our moderator for today, Mangesh's number, 98203.
I had shared my screen.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
So you all have Mangesh's number. You will have to save it on your WhatsApp.
SMS forward.
Participant, please save this number.
Okay, guys, I'm muting all of you all, and I will mute some of the
Ram, you will have to make me also as a co-host because I will not be able to share screen.
I'm doing that, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I muted everyone. I'm making some of the co-hosts unmute. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Should I begin?
Prakash ji, I made you a co-host. Just a minute, Rahul. I think a few more small checks before we get started.
Okay, take your time.
Okay, so I think we are fairly set. Good. Great, guys. Wonderful having you all once again. I'm sure that the glitches are always a learning at each point of time for us. And we keep evolving as per that. 10 has been happy to evolve itself. Before we get started, friends, a few do's and don'ts that we have for today's session. I am Ramkumar Srinivasan. I head the digital marketing for 10, and I'll be just sharing some few do's and don'ts before I hand over the stage to our chairman, Mr. Rahul Amrute. So one thing is, yes, it's going to be a long meeting, 1 hour long. So kindly be seated in a place which is comfortable for you. Have a good ventilation, have some water with you. Have a headset if you can, so that you can listen properly. Two, as we shared earlier, we have already shared Mangesh Patole's number with you. Mangesh, once again during the session, I would request you to share your number so that people who have not been able to note it down can note it down and share their questions over WhatsApp. That is how we will be taking the questions today. And lastly, please do like our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/10networkthane. That is a small ask from us for this particular event. We are not charging you or anything. We are arranging this session. We have taken a lot of effort to get these sessions in place over the last 3 months. A small ask, please do visit our YouTube page right now and do it right away, friends, if possible. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rahul.
Thank you, Ram. Thank you so much. Good morning to all. It's with great honor that I welcome you all, visitors and members to 10, the Entrepreneurs Network. I'm Rahul Amrute, Chairman, shouldering the responsibility of the current tenure. In my task, I'm ably supported by Manoj Tehliani, the Secretary, Mangesh Patole, the Relationship Manager, Jagdish Punjabi, who heads a dual role of organizing events and treasurer, and social media managed by Ram Kumar. 10, the Entrepreneurs Network is a not-for-profit organization. Single-minded focus of 10 is to help entrepreneurs from different business fields to come together and succeed. To know more about 10, I'll kindly request Mangesh to play a small AV before we get started. Thank you. Yes, Mangesh.
Just close your screen share. Yeah.
Okay.
Fastest growing and slated to be the most happening commercial hub. Over the last decade, Thane has grown from a small suburban town to a large, self-sustaining metropolis. Proximity to the financial capital of the country has extended ample opportunities to Thane for becoming one of the richest districts in Maharashtra. With potent factors like a well-planned infrastructure, low cost of operations, and ample business opportunities, Thane has seen a surge in the number of business ventures in the last few years. Businesses came up in industrial areas like Wagli Estate and Majivada, as well as development in residential and commercial projects on Godbandar Road gave further impetus to the growth of business in Thane. Over a period, Thane has seen opening up of various business avenues like real estate, IT and web-enabled services, engineering, manufacturing, fashion, as well as art and entertainment. With growing opportunities and upcoming business ventures comes the growing need for business networking to learn, explore, connect, and share avenues for mutual growth. Welcome the Entrepreneurs Network. The Entrepreneurs Network, popularly known as 10, was established in the year 2010 with the intent of providing a platform for entrepreneurs to share experiences, learn from and educate fellow entrepreneurs, and generate business opportunities for mutual growth. Our motto, connect, breakthrough, prosper. 10 is a platform for entrepreneurs from different business fields to come together. Members contribute connections, ideas, and time to help TEN grow. Members are rewarded with training workshops, insights, networks, and camaraderie offered by other like-minded entrepreneur members. 10 members meet every Wednesday from 7:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. at a pre-decided venue. The meeting is attended by members as well as by visitors invited by members. We learn about each other's business model by having members present themselves before all attendees. In the last 5 years of its existence, TEN has provided a robust platform to its members for learning and sharing through weekly meetings, one-to-one interactions, as well as addresses by internal and guest speakers. TEN launched Open Minds, a platform for entrepreneurs, professionals, and individuals with aspirations to express and share ideas for continuous process of learning. As we move ahead on this path of connecting for mutual growth, we look forward to more hands, more heads, and more hearts to come together. So if you are an entrepreneur who understands and wants to deal with the pressures of entrepreneurship in a prepared and confident manner, you should join TEN. Be a part of TEN. Connect, breakthrough, prosper.
Yeah, thank you, Mangesh. Thank you. Now I would kindly request our founder member, Deepak Kapoor, to introduce our esteemed speaker, Prakash Mundra, and we get started from there. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Rahul, and good morning to all. I take the privilege to introduce our speaker, Mr. Prakash Mundra, today. For any business, one of the most important factors for business success is having quality leads. However, the same is most difficult for many to get by for their businesses, and they struggle for years together to grow their business. Today, we have with us successful entrepreneur and LinkedIn expert, Mr. Prakash Mundra, sharing with us techniques of lead generation for B2B business using LinkedIn. Mr. Prakash considers himself lucky to discover B2B marketing through LinkedIn after reading an article in Forbes India. His inquisitive nature led him to explore LinkedIn for business marketing tool rather than the much perceived role of LinkedIn as an HR tool. In past 8 years, Prakash vouched that not a single day has gone wherein he has not logged on to his LinkedIn account. His knowledge of minutest aspect of LinkedIn coupled with his uncanny understanding of email marketing psychology has made him an authority on LinkedIn marketing in India. Mr. Prakash takes regular guest lectures on B2B marketing at forums such as IIM Calcutta and Indore, JBIMS, SPJIMR, IIFT, TIS, and few more. His entrepreneurship journey has also been covered in CNBC Young Turk and Rashmi Bansal's best-selling book, Arise and Awake. A bright student throughout his academic career and poised to join a top corporate after completing his MBA from SCMHRD, Pune. It was serendipity of participating in B-Plan competition that made Prakash jump into the entrepreneurship bandwagon to give reality to his business idea of festival puja kits under the brand name Blessings. Today, Mr. Prakash Mundra is a successful entrepreneur in the field of corporate gifting, exports of festive products, and also his newfound passion of lead generation for B2B business through LinkedIn. Prakash has won several accolades for his business achievements such as runner-up in ZTV Reality, Business Bazigar, Star Entrepreneur Award by Indira Innovation Council, and Thane Youth Icon Award. Prakash still gives more value to his winning at B-Plan competitions at IIM Lucknow. Prakash is a partner at Promotex Industries, which cater to corporate promotional material needs of over 500 corporate across India, especially in pharma, cement, FMCG, and crop science industry. They also export puja kits to clay diyas to countries like USA, UK, Hong Kong, Canada, Zimbabwe, and few more. So I welcome Prakash. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, just one sec. Hello, everybody. Thanks, Deepak, for that wonderful introduction. And welcome, everybody. I hope everybody have had breakfast, and it would be, I am sure that I will make it little interesting for you for next 1 hour for your own businesses. So let us start the session. So I call it the session as art and science of B2B marketing, because though LinkedIn, it is for the commerce development that we are using LinkedIn, but there is a lot of art and science which goes behind to generate commerce. And that is what I have learned in my 10 years of experience at LinkedIn. Using LinkedIn, I started LinkedIn somewhere in 2010. And from then on, it has been a regular exercise to use it for 2 to 3 hours every day. But before LinkedIn, it is also very important to understand the psychology of social media marketing, because whatever said and done, LinkedIn belongs to the field of professional media marketing and social media marketing. And the marketing techniques of a physical marketing platform where you are able to communicate directly with your clients has changed. And there's a whole new mindset which requires to market it through social media marketing. The first thing is the invisible sales and marketing has got very prominent. Earlier, a good marketer had to have a good vocational way of explaining things, great command over language, oral language, and very good presentable in public. Those things were more important. But now, most of the time you are marketing without meeting each other. You are actually invisible to your client. You are marketing over email, over WhatsApp, over phone. So it is very important for us to understand that how you are texting, how you are messaging, those things have to be taken care as much as what you would have done while in physical meet, one-to-one meet. Because many times we see that because people are being invisible, people send communications in a very, very relaxed way, which really results in lack of lead generation. And second, as we all understand that the attention span of people are getting shorter and shorter day by day. So whenever we see a big email or any big message, we really tend to ignore, just because we have the liberty to write how much we want in an email or in a WhatsApp, but that doesn't make it feasible and realistic to, especially for business communication, to make it too big. I mean, I particularly feel that whenever you are doing social media marketing, you should think that you are sending a telegram. So every word, think that you are going to pay for it. So let us keep that communication as brief as possible. Also, since we are not meeting anybody, seeing anybody one-to-one, so it is very important to have the trust gain in your first communication itself, whether it is by some common reference that you can see in social media marketing, but even a simple thing like a display pic, if at all it is not generating that trust in your client, it leads to a communication barrier. And though many people say that LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, whatever be it is, I am not using it, but everybody has a presence on it. So even if you are very active, you can take advantage of a account on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, which is very inactive. And they are there because nobody wants to be absent on social media. Because if somebody says that today I'm not on Facebook or I'm not on WhatsApp or LinkedIn, it's a taboo. So many people, they have just made the account and they have forgotten. But can that also be a important factor and you can utilize those accounts? We will see it later in our LinkedIn session. A very much important part is the importance of subject line. I believe most of us, when we were doing schools, we are made to write a letter. So the subject line is not so important. Subject line becomes very bland, and we write whatever is the context of the whole letter. But in email communication or on LinkedIn communication, your subject line, if that is not important and that is not catchy, nobody will read the entire text after it. So I don't mean to say that it has to be some catchy in wrong sense, but I will tell you a very important, a good narration. One of our professor in MBA, he had told once that he had ordered some book on Rediff. It was in 2004, but he didn't get that book for 1 month. He kept on writing email further that I have not received my book and all those stuff. But there was no response from the Rediff people. And you can't do much beyond it. You can just write and write. But then once he realized that let me change my subject line, and he changed the subject line that the book's not received for past 1 month, legal suit in waiting. And he got a reply from the head of Rediff that said your book is on its way. So you have to make your client or the recipient of that email attractive to the email part of it, the matter of it. And we also have to understand that there's a lot of difference between B2B and B2C marketing on social media. So where Facebook or Instagram, they may be good for B2C marketing, LinkedIn is better for B2B marketing. And also the things like likes and following, these things are better for B2C marketing, but it doesn't really get you great business in B2B marketing. So many people, if they have posted, if they're into B2B business and if they have posted something on Facebook and they get so many likes and they ask their friends to follow us and all those stuff, but does that like really generate business in B2B? We have to analyze that, and I have a serious doubt. I believe anybody who has any doubt in this part, they can ask question. Hello.
Yeah, Mangesh could flash the phone number so that questions can be asked on WhatsApp.
Okay, because once we get on to LinkedIn website and complete details of LinkedIn, then we will take the questions at the end. But on this part, if anybody has any question, we can take it. Or should I proceed to the next slide? Do we have any question?
Yes. Prakash, you can proceed to your next slide.
Okay, we can. Okay. So, many people underestimate. For those of you who really don't have got into so much into LinkedIn details, let us go through the basics of LinkedIn. Now, there are 8 crore Indians on LinkedIn, which is a mind-boggling factor. It is more than the number of people who are paying income tax. So most of the people who you want to get connect to are there on LinkedIn. They may be very passive users. They might have just logged on to LinkedIn once or twice, but they are there on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, you don't get people who are, the Facebook may have maybe around 40 crore users in India, but LinkedIn filters those people who are not into business and who are below the poverty line or low economy level, or people who are students and all those stuff. So it is easier to filter the data and get people who are there of use to you on LinkedIn. On Facebook, it is very difficult to filter those data because of the number of users on Facebook. People in B2B marketing who are actually their clientele side is corporate. LinkedIn is a very effective tool to have the tracking of whoever has joined, changed their jobs, because LinkedIn is the first place where they actually make those change. That okay, I have switched from this company to that company, because otherwise we may be in our thought process that this person is working with this company, and we do not know and realize that this person has changed to a new company, and where we could really get an entry because of our past relationship with him. So and also people, when generally they make LinkedIn, most of the time they use their personal email ID. So if you are in touch with any corporate client with his corporate email ID, his corporate email ID starts bouncing, and once he changes his job. So LinkedIn becomes the only way where you have his personal email ID, and then you can reach out to him or her. Many people who I interact with, they say that they realize that okay, LinkedIn is useful and they get attracted to it. But after a certain point of time, they find it very boring, because once you get used more to Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn is not that catchy and engaging as the other social media marketing platforms are, but it is effective. So you have to make a choice between what is effective and what may not be effective for your business. There's a great possibility of pseudo representation on LinkedIn. So my account is now being handled most of the time by my marketing executives, because they don't come to know whether I am using it or I tell them this thing, what message has to be written to my what segment of connections, and they do the cut copy paste job, which is difficult when it comes to WhatsApp or Twitter or these, and especially also the phone calls, because in the end you have your time restriction of 24 hours. You cannot go beyond it. So if you can have somebody else representing you in completely legal way, it increases your efficiency, and people feel good that you are messaging him or her. So their response time is better as compared to somebody calling on your behalf, your marketing executive calling your client on your behalf and saying that I am representing Promotex Industries and all this stuff. The initial response itself goes low. LinkedIn, most of the time it is attributed to for recruitment. It is considered as an HR tool, but that's why many people, they just don't look at LinkedIn as a B2B lead generation. But that's where I got attracted to it after reading an article in a magazine by Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn, that he actually created LinkedIn for small business people for lead generation. But it was to his surprise that it got utilized by the HR field, and especially for the recruitment. And because it is attributed for the recruitment, that is why all the corporates, they maintain a profile on LinkedIn, because they are not there to give you business. They are there for their own requirement. And as I said earlier, that LinkedIn has this limitation in B2C marketing. It is because you cannot reach out to those many people. So whoever, many people say that Facebook can also be used for B2B marketing and vice versa. But I believe there are these platforms which are specific for specific business segment. So one should not utilize B2C marketing, LinkedIn so much for B2C marketing. In fact, people then start disliking it if you are using too much of sending too many posts on LinkedIn, making it a B2C marketing. Still, any question on this slide? I can also take it now.
Yeah, Prakash, I'm
Yeah.
Rahul here. Yeah, I just have a question. As you rightly said, see, I'm into B2C. So the statement that you made right now, that it's not advisable to use LinkedIn for B2C. Should I take it that way, or should I take it like you can use it for B2C, but then you have to be careful about your communication? So what is the intention behind it?
Yes. See, in B2C marketing also, where your clientele can give you big ticket value,
Okay.
then even LinkedIn is good, because then you can reach out to those
why I'm
clients.
saying this, I'm into jewelry, so I'm just specifying my trade. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
So
everyone's need. Yeah.
yeah. So for jewelry, that the HNIs, these people would be your clientele. So suppose being in Bombay, now you want to tap Bollywood, because Bollywood would be one of your clientele. You can reach out to maybe 50 people in Bollywood who are there, who have LinkedIn presence, and they could be your HNI client.
Okay.
But it is what I mean to say is, suppose if ITC wants to sell Savlon soaps and they want to increase their business, it will not make much sense to reach out to everybody, make their marketing manager to connecting everybody and try promoting Savlon. It will not matter.
I get what you're saying. Okay. So my product can fit into it, but I have to be very careful about with whom I communicate.
No, yeah, your product fits into it, because see, any jewelry, any value of your trade will cross, definitely more than 1 lakh. So it makes that it makes sense to make that effort to reach out to those clients for that value of invoice.
Got it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Prakash, Mangesh here. I have a question pertaining to this slide. As you said that you had joined LinkedIn from 2010.
Yeah.
The question is that how many hours you used to spend initially, like when you joined 2010? And the second question is that already you are told that that most of us have the LinkedIn account, but we are not actively using that. If you say that the preference of using the social media, then the first is WhatsApp, then the Facebook, then most of us use Instagram, then the last and the least preference goes to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So how to avoid that boredom? Can you just give some tips how to be more active on LinkedIn?
See, I believe it is once you start getting business from LinkedIn,
it becomes attractive.
You get that zing to continue on it. And because in 2010 when I started, there were very few users of LinkedIn, and that time people used to respond very well. If somebody whenever I have sent any message in 2010 or 11, people have responded immediately. Because I would compare this case with making emails. When we would have first made our emails in 1996, that way, even a spam mail would have delighted us, because कोई काम का तो कोई मेल भेजता ही नहीं था उस समय, तो ईमेल मालूम ही नहीं था कि क्या यूज क्या है, बस बना लिया. अभी कोई भी स्पैम काम का तो मेल आता ही नहीं था, तो स्पैम भी मेल आया तो अपने को ये लगता था कि अरे वो बनाने का यूज तो हुआ. So LinkedIn in 2010 was that way. People made LinkedIn account, but बोले यार कुछ आता ही नहीं है, ना तो कुछ मैसेज आता है, तो वेस्ट हो गया. So any message on them, it got good response. But to make time specific for LinkedIn, I believe we would have to spend less time on WhatsApp. So I have myself removed myself from all the WhatsApp groups. I don't find it so effective. So, you have to balance it out. I don't log on to Facebook and other stuff. But it is, and because many people, I think they don't know how to utilize LinkedIn in a better way. So once they start utilizing it for 2-3 days, and if they don't get any response, they again say that no, it's not of use.
Thank you, Prakash.
Yeah. Should we go ahead?
Yeah, you can continue then.
Yeah. No, let us see what opportunities has been created by LinkedIn, and these all opportunities in last 10 years, we Promotex and I have personally seen the advantages of it. The first and foremost is it enables gate crashing. I mean, all of us who are into B2B business and who try to reach out to corporate, whatever marketing gyan MBA people give and all those stuff, the most difficult part is nowadays to enter any corporate is how you gate crash, because it may look that okay, if you are very professionally qualified, you don't want to gate crash, but at the end that is what makes deal happen. And LinkedIn really makes it easier. I hope that corporate security people, they are not there on this lecture, because otherwise they will start using anti-gate crash measures against me. But I mean, suppose I want to go to a company, Britannia, and I want to meet the marketing manager. The moment you go to Britannia and ask their security guard that I want to meet the marketing manager, he will say straight away say no, because he will say, sir, आप तो without appointment आए हैं, आप ले. But the moment you say, you look onto LinkedIn and you say that okay, there's Prakash Jain who is there as a marketing manager in Britannia, and the moment you say to the security person that I want to meet Prakash Jain, he gets that feel that you already know Prakash Jain, because there is no way otherwise you would have known, you would have said Prakash Jain, I want to meet. So, which makes it easier for him to, there may be times where when the security guard may say that, sir, you require prior appointment, but that may happen for very large enterprise, but for maybe middle level enterprise, most of the time they allow you to go in thinking that you already know Prakash.
Yes.
So, which is and it has also happened with me that now what do you do once you are put up in front of Prakash Jain? Because you say that, okay, you have an appointment. So we have said that, sir, we have been connected on LinkedIn. And so I was passing by, and that's why I thought that I will meet you. Now, a guy called Prakash Jain, he will never have that much time. And as I said, the attention span is so much short. He doesn't know who all are his LinkedIn connection. So he would probably think that, okay, we are already connected on LinkedIn and all those stuff. So he gives you that 5 to 10 minutes time. And because if you have come from far and all those stuff, that human sympathy works, and he gives you that 2 minutes time, and if you are able to catch his attention, it's okay. And it is not that you are selling it an insurance or something very directly. You just are meeting him and not doing the hardcore selling at that time. It has to be done later. LinkedIn also helps you to peep into your present network's connection. So if I have a friend, I can look into his friend's connection, or if I am searching for somebody, and like yesterday I was searching for somebody who is a biomedical engineer, and I saw one friend who was his school friend who is a biomedical engineer. So I was able to connect to him, giving my friend's reference easily. So otherwise he would not have come to know that I require a biomedical engineer, or many times it happens that you just don't know what is your friend's need particular. So it is you who have to peep into your people's network and on LinkedIn connections to see how you can utilize their network. And smartphones are helping instant reply. Also, many of the corporates, they will not allow you to log on to LinkedIn when you are in office, but because of smartphones, you are also getting instant reply. I have realized that I remember one time I had sent a message at 12:30 at night, and I got a reply at 12:45 that okay, we can meet next week, and thankfully that deal also clicked. So The moment you see send a message and you get instant reply, again you get that zeal to continue using LinkedIn. Now, it also allows us to have, I call it professional crawling, to go to the next level of professional connections. I'll give you a simple example. Now I'm an MBA from Symbiosis. So, but most of the FMCG marketing head, they are from IIMs. And I was, the moment a Symbiosis guy sends a message to an IIM guy feels that no, he's not of my level. So he tends to refuse that. I wanted to overcome that trouble. And then I felt that, okay, what is the easier way to get in connections and in league of these IIMs people? And I started connecting with the IIMs professors. So nobody reaches out to IIM professors so eagerly. And it is very easy to reach out to them. Most of them have written a book and nobody appreciates them so much. So I just started writing to IIM professors. That's right, read your this book, and I found it very, very inspirational, and everybody got connected because and he doesn't have the proof that I have not read that of his book, and but nobody is appreciating him anyway. So at least he has got a non-IIM student who is appreciating him or her, and afterwards, so I have maybe 100 IIM professors in my connections. But what it helped me is now if I'm connecting to any IIM ABC alumni, he could see that all his IIM professors are connected to this guy Prakash Mundra. So he feels that sense of confidence that, okay, there would be something good in this guy, that all my IIM professors, all my professors are connected to him. So it has started getting better response from the people who are ahead of you in the professional league. Now, we also see that LinkedIn, especially when you're communicating to females, LinkedIn females find it very a feel safe factor. If you send them a WhatsApp message or if you add to them on Facebook, they will definitely refuse. I mean, everybody does that. But on LinkedIn, they don't see any harm that can be done by Connect, who they have just added. So it is especially in like pharma industry where we do our most of the marketing, we realize that 50% of the marketing managers are females. So especially in areas where you have to constantly interact with female managers, this thing, LinkedIn is a much better way. They don't see it as their intrusion into their personal life. Even if you send them a WhatsApp message, they feel that it is a little bit intrusion, but not on LinkedIn. And also LinkedIn is a great sourcing enabler. Whenever we want something odd product, like in corporate gifting, we sometimes get very odd product query. We go through LinkedIn only because it helps you to see who is the supplier, and it gets you a better batch of suppliers as compared to maybe TradeMart or India Mart or Trade India, because there you get confused and you are not able to see their complete profiles. But here, if we wanted some Patani sari some 3-4 years ago, so we searched on LinkedIn and we got a manufacturer in Nasik, and we also could see who is our common connect in between. So it was that way easier to convince him and get the deal done as compared to you looking for somebody in Trade India or India Mart. I think still in this also I can take questions. Anybody?
I'm getting some questions, Prakash, but we will be taking at the end of the session in Q&A session.
Okay, no problem. Now, LinkedIn, the advantage of LinkedIn and the full utilization of LinkedIn can be there only after taking a premium account. But LinkedIn has this freemium and versus premium. So Premium is you take 1 month free, you get, that is for trial. But I mean, anybody who has not utilized it, there's no harm in using the freemium account for 1 month at least. But the difference between premium and free account mainly is on two factors. One is an in-mail. Now, people who have been utilizing LinkedIn, connect messages, when you simply send a connect message, which allows you to send 300 character message, personalized message also. But on in-mail, you can send a long message. But more importantly, in-mail reaches out to the inbox of that person. Because if the person is not active on LinkedIn, he will not see the connect message. But in-mail will reach out to Gmail or Rediff box. So if your matter is worthy enough to attract his attention and to get his response, you can actually reach out to people who you just dream of getting connected to. I mean, it could be I remember when I started LinkedIn just to test whether people are responding on LinkedIn or not. I came across profile of W.V. Raman, past Indian cricketer. And I just, out of my curiosity, I sent an email to him that, sir, I'm a great fan of yours and all this stuff. W.V. Raman replied back to me. And in his connection, I saw there were Desmond Haynes, there was Richard Hadley. I wrote an in-mail message to Richard Hadley and he also replied back, which really inspired me that, okay, a person like Richard Hadley or Desmond Haynes or W.V. Raman, such celebrities are also utilizing LinkedIn and replying it on their own, because on LinkedIn, nobody has time to have a fake profile. So that is also one difference, where if you want to look out for a profile of any celebrity on Facebook, you get to see maybe 50 profiles. You don't know which is their fake and which is their real profile. But on LinkedIn, there's no reason for somebody to make a fake profile. Now, free LinkedIn account, it has around 6 to 7 filters. But in premium account, it has close to 20 filters, which once you have good connection and once you want to look out for a very, very specific segment, you require these filters, because these filters are like which industry it belongs to, how much experience that person has to be, which educational institute they could be, and what is the size of the company they are working with, which field of work are they related to, whether finance, marketing. These things, if using these all maybe 20 filters, it narrows you down to your very, very targeted segment, and you don't spend so much time on filtering those segments. And it gets you into networking treadmill. So today, once you have made a certain number of connections, then right number of right people also connect to you. So today I get close to around 50 invitations daily on LinkedIn that I want to get added to. I may be accepting 10 who I feel are relevant, but at least you are not working so hard to increase your relevant connections yourself. It is people who are you connected to. And I believe LinkedIn is also a great advantage point for India, because of the English language. Chinese, they may not be able to grab LinkedIn so much because of their not so proficiency in English language. And Africa and European Union, they don't spend so much of time on LinkedIn. In Indians, we are hardworking and we do anything to grab our business and increase our business. So this is again one very big advantage, especially people who are into export segments. And for people who are into B2B businesses, sales on LinkedIn premium account, also you have a recruiter account, you have a sales navigator account, and you have one more premium account. But I think sales navigator works best for the lead generation. I think, okay, this is LinkedIn for beginners. If people who have just joined LinkedIn or they want to become active, don't treat it like Facebook or Instagram. So it is a completely different platform. Look at it from a different mindset. Don't think of it as a social media marketing thing. Do it only as a professional media marketing. Many people, they don't have their profile pic on LinkedIn, which is again a bad idea, because the moment you have a profile pic, the person who you are interacting, he or she knows that they are actually they are interacting with. The profile pic has to be professional. It has to be solo, because many times you have two people on the profile pic. They have just sent a casual pic on it. Now you don't know who you are interacting with. And also it has to be permanent. It doesn't have to be your like WhatsApp status that you have to change so much every time. On Facebook and all this stuff, you can still change your photos, but once people start looking at you, at your photo, and they relate to it, they like to have that photo permanent. Maybe once in 5 years, 10 years, I mean, after you have a great change in your photo, you can definitely make a change, but not regular. Introduction: maintain clarity on your position and industry. People say I'm a visionary entrepreneur and all those stuff. People don't want to look at to you from that point of view. They have, because again, this attention span is so less that they have to get complete clarity on reading the first line itself, that you are into this industry. Educational qualification: maintain year of passing, so that there is a sync on all the events that you have done in past, achievement and specialization. Now, many people, they do send maybe a lot of posts and they ask you to like, and they themselves like the articles and all those stuff. But I don't think so. It really makes so much of important. It is important to do it for lead generation. If you have like it personally, an article, it's okay, but otherwise you don't have to do it. LinkedIn, once you add anybody's account, nowadays LinkedIn has made it by default that the video is auto. So whatever video he posts, your connection post, it becomes automatically, it runs. And also you are able to follow that people. But I generally do disable auto video and unfollow those people, because I believe I want to utilize it for my connections, and I search myself, and I don't want to know so much about what is happening in their life, my connections. Add relevant connections. The first connections that you can add is your school, college friends, your seniors in schools, colleges, your society, industry association members. Here you get a ready database of people who you want to get connected to. So at least you have, I don't see any reason why nobody can have 500 connections even from these sources. So at least you have a first database of 500 people who are there as your friend connections. Yeah, I believe this is the core of LinkedIn. Now we may go on to really actual usage of LinkedIn if we have time. Yeah. Everybody? Hello? Yeah, Manish? Yeah. So we are done with the PPT part. Anybody has any question? This we can take now, and then maybe
we'll finish. We'll take the question at the end of the session.
At the end of the day. Okay. Okay. So now let us. So this is what my LinkedIn profile.
You have to start screen sharing, Prakash.
Okay. Sorry. No. Wait. Sorry. I'm not able to see. Yeah, I'm little I'm not able to get that page.
Yeah, I'll tell you how to do. You first of all close all the sites which are open, including. Then you start the share and then you log on onto the LinkedIn site.
So I did this. No, I am not able to do it. Where is
In the Zoom doc,
yeah,
do you
got-
see the green button share screen?
yeah, no, okay, yeah.
Click
Now I
on
can.
the share screen,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see an option of either share a window.
Yes. Yeah.
Choose one of your browser windows.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what my LinkedIn profile is. So as you could see, the introduction. Now we have been doing a lot of COVID products, so I just changed my headline to that okay, we are manufacturers and exporters of certified 3-ply surgical masks. But otherwise, it is manufacturers and exporters. This is there. More about your business, not more about so much about your social life and your hobbies and these things. Simple profile, because nobody has got so much of time to read through your profile, especially people who are higher up on it. Recommendations, if you have received some and if you have given to it, really adds on to your credibility. But see, now we go on to the sales navigator. Now, can anybody of you, anyone, tell me your target segment? So I will do a live demo of how you can reach out to.
We can target the HR head or CHR, that is Chief Human Resource Officer of any corporate. Prakash, one request is there. Most of the participants are requested. Can you just close that curtain behind?
Yeah,
you?
yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So now this is the lead filter. Now, see, in premium account, you get these many filters. In normal account, you get maybe 5 to 6 filters of it. So now you want to, so let us first go by geography. Which city do you want the HR head?
Mumbai.
Mumbai, okay. Now also you you see the numbers which is there. So Bombay, there are more than 3 million people who I can reach out to. You know, the number with every filter, the number goes down, but this is how it is. Now, then in your case, it will be you want to look out for what size you want, experience of the people. You want more than 10 years experience?
Yeah, we can select for 3 to 5 years also.
Yeah, 3 to 5. So okay, we select 3 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, and more than 10 years.
Okay.
So now it goes to 780K. This number, it becomes 780K. Now, what type of companies, what is the size of the company that you look out for?
100 plus employees.
100 plus employees. So we go 200 plus, 500 plus, 1000 plus, 5000 plus, and 10,000 plus. So you get 390K. Okay. Now we go by function. Human resources. So you get 18K. Now seniority level. So we say senior, director, VP, and manager level. So you get 15K. Now this now you have better. So any particular industry that you want to
we can go with
connect to?
FMCG or IT industries.
Yeah. So suppose FMCG. FMCG would be consumer goods. So now you have 272 people who are there in HR industry, senior HR people who are into the target size of companies that you want and with required level of experience that you want. Now in this, you can reach out to all 272 people at one go, but still first you should try to look at people who are your first level. First level you already know, like I have 4 people who are there in my first level.
Okay.
First level is direct connections, but they are second degree connections also. So there were 136 people who is connected to me already via a different a friend or any connection in between. So now if I do search, so see, Anuradha Razdan, Executive Director HR, HUL and Vice President HR South Asia at Unilever. Now I have 27 connections in between. At least this is your complete target segment. There's nobody beyond this target segment in Bombay who you want to approach to. So your complete focus has to try to connect with these people in whatever way. And then if you can give them reference of your common connections, as well as if you find that the common connection is somebody who's very closely known to you, you can always ask that friend that, okay, I want to get connected to him or her. How do you know him? And so these people who are very senior level people, suppose Kaustav Mitra. Luckily his Gmail ID is mentioned here, it is shown, but most of the time it is not visible. So I have 2 ways to connect to him. One is either I can send a connect message where I can write a 300 character message that Kaustav, I want to connect to you for this and this reason, or else I can write a in-mail to him. So I have 83 in-mail remaining credits. So in Sales Navigator account, I get 30 in-mails per month. So if I write something to him, here I can write a long letter to him also. But this will reach his inbox.
Okay. And suppose you don't use that 30 email credits, so does it get carry forward to next month?
Yeah, it gets carried forward to next month. Okay. That's why I have 83 because last 3 months I have not been using so much. And also if you get response of any email, it gets added back to yours. So if I write today an email to Kaustav Mitra and he replies back to it, that email comes back to me.
Okay.
So LinkedIn says that if you are writing to right people and if they are responding, so it is not a spam. So we will reward you for it. Now, one trick which has worked for us is, again, I read a book that your name is your favorite word for all the people. So the most challenging part is what to write to Kaustav Mitra, because the moment you start writing something about your enterprise, he will really lose that interest. He will not go beyond the first line. So, I mean, I have just made it in my usage and taking a clue from that people, your subject line, can it be confusing or convincing? I mean, you cannot have a very convincing subject line in your communication all the time. So can you make it little confusing, because it helps you to get traction from the people who are sending. So I write to Kaustav. I mean, suppose if that Kaustav, I came across your profile accidentally while looking at my, while searching for my MBA batchmate, Kaustav Mitra, and felt writing to you. So in the first line, at least he is not getting that feel that I am writing to him to sell something. I'm just writing to. So at least it makes him to read the next line, and then you can maybe send that purpose. But it also makes him feel good that you are also not looking aggressively sending people these messages and marketing messages, and you are also not so much a regular user, and it happened accidentally. So many times to few clients who we have connected, they feel that sir apne ko to bhagwan ne mila diya, sir aap to apne friend ko dhoond rahe the aur aap mere ko mil gaye. And in India the advantage is you change any name and surname with one alphabet and you get a new valid name and surname, which we have utilized it and we didn't find it any unethical as such. It's just has been our strategy.
Prakash ji, I have a question.
Yeah.
This is Neil Desai here. Within these filters, or when we are setting our profiles, is there any provision that any particular employee or any particular guy we are actually seeking to connect with have an option to mention that they are looking for a job or something? Because otherwise we'll be randomly contacting all the contacts which we have filtered just now.
Yeah, so many people they mention in their profile that they are looking for new opportunity. You will see many
profiles. But that otherwise is not available on the filters part.
No, it will not be available on filter part.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. These are things. Yeah, and you have to pay by credit card only. I think credit card is the only option for taking premium account.
Prakash, yours is a self, I think so, navigator, no? Premium version of LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So what is the different business plus and self navigator and the recruiter lite? Apart from job seeker, I believe there are 4 paid versions of LinkedIn.
Yeah. So there are, see, in recruiter, though I have not utilized recruiter a lot, but in recruiter you also, as per that profession, you get some different filters as compared to the sales navigator filter, but those are very, very minute differences. But if you are into recruiting, you should take recruiter lite something, and if you are into marketing, you take sales navigator.
So are we getting same functions in the business plus version as compared to sales navigator?
It is almost the same.
Okay.
It is almost the same. So this is it. And I think it's a very much of trial and error. Different techniques may suit you as per your profession. So the way I have been connecting, that may not be the 100% correct way. There could be a different technique and somebody may find it out a different way to do it. But the ideal way to use LinkedIn is LinkedIn becomes very boring for especially a business owner to spend so much of time on LinkedIn himself or herself. The ideal way is to depute a person dedicatedly for LinkedIn and a marketing executive of working in your organization, and ask him or her to spend 2-3 hours, connect with the right person. In the end, people who she is connecting with, they are getting to feel that you who is connecting to them. And it's a very, very, you don't require an MBA graduate to do these little bit of work. You can hire HSC passed marketing staff, better preferably a female, because a male guy, boy will never have that much of patience to do so much of copy paste job throughout the day. So in my organization at Promotex, we have 2 staff who are 10 to 6, they are on LinkedIn. They connect with and you also get surprise client. So since we were searching for pharmaceutical industry all the time, we got connected to a lot of veterinary pharma companies. And today we are catering to India's top 5 veterinary pharma companies who have become our biggest clientele.
So both the staffs are using your LinkedIn profile, or
Yeah.
you have a separate for company?
No, I don't have a separate profile because one of the staff is using my profile, one of the staff is using my partner's profile. Because having company profile and sending message from that, it doesn't give that personalized feeling.
Okay. Prakash, we are getting an important question from Shailendra Hanumante, who is one of the participants, and he's trying for the premium paid version for Sales Navigator. But I
Okay.
think so LinkedIn is not offering that services to him. So are there any restrictions on the premium paid version of Sales Navigator?
No, there should not be anything. I mean, I'm surprised at why that is happening, because otherwise LinkedIn also, they want to earn, so why will they restrict
So
anybody?
he's saying that he has tried in October or November 2019, but his request is not accepted, stating a reason that Sales Navigator, we have stopped the services in India. So that was the last communication he had with the LinkedIn.
I mean, see, every year we take an annual account, so I
Okay.
don't know whether something got changed in last 3 to 4 months or something. But
No problem. I'll do one thing. I'll share your number with him. You just
Yeah.
you can just guide him.
yeah, And-
Prakash, we are getting one more question. I believe you have finished your presentation. We can start the
Yeah.
Q&A now. No?
yeah, we can start.
We are getting one question from Mr. Vivek Rathi. Considering many B2B businesses focuses on increasing the number of followers on LinkedIn, so do you think it works well as one-way tool? This is a question from Vivek Rathi.
Vivek, again, number of followers, if your business is, if you belong to a big corporate may have that aim that they should have that much of followers on LinkedIn. But when it comes to lead generation for a specific business, just following up it, for especially small business people, I don't think so that the focus should be on increasing your following rather than increasing your relevant database and connecting to your relevant target client. So there may be a competition between HUL and PNG, that who has more followers on LinkedIn. So they may have a separate plan to have their company page on LinkedIn, because for them also to attract employees is another target. So
Okay.
For that also they want a database and to following.
Prakash, how many connections you have on your premium account? Because on home screen we just say 500 plus. So what is the actual count you have?
So I have around 8,000 connections. I will show you. So I have 7,000 connections.
Okay, this is a question which we are getting from most of the participants.
Yeah.
So they are receiving, as you said, that on an average you are receiving daily 50 new connections. Okay,
Yeah.
you must be filtering them. I believe you will not
Yes.
be accept most of them. So
Yeah.
what is the criteria you have that filtration?
No, either I mean, if somebody writes a personal message, it's okay. Then maybe I respond to it that, okay, what is the work? If somebody just connects me without writing any personal message, and if that person is not belonging to any pharmaceutical industry or something, like if any student is approaching me, I generally avoid that. I don't accept that message. I don't accept the connections, because in the aura of having more and more connections, it becomes difficult for my marketing executive to filter it later and sending messages out regularly to them. So all these 7,000 connections, they get at least twice or thrice a message every year from me regarding any development of into my business or something like that.
Okay. So as you said in your introduction, Deepak has introduced you. In that introduction, he has said that you had started the COVID product related business in January, I think so, in January 2020.
Yes. Yeah.
You are the first who had exported some masks to China. So does this, diversification of business, first of all, you were in the business of corporate gifting. So does the lead generation from the premium business version has helped you in that the second business?
Yeah, it helped us. I mean, we really COVID related. So I had posted something on some Corona related group about that we are doing this thing, and we actually got a lead from an Indian in China who
Okay.
wanted to import this thing, face mask, and there was no mutual connections between us, but he didn't have anybody in India who he knew was doing face mask, and so he had to rely on us, and we got that deal done of 5 lakh face mask. We exported to China through this guy called Sumit without having any common connection.
Okay. One more question from Mr. Mithun Raichan. His question is that most of us, who are using the LinkedIn had first prima facie target to cross the 500 connection. So they just achieve it by sending the random invitations without seeing the relevance to what they are actually believing to the same industry or not. So how does that work? And the second of how important is to post or share the new post from your premium account? What should be the frequency of sharing the post and the information?
See, in the first 500 connections, you build up randomly. That is perfectly okay, because LinkedIn only allows you to see profiles of people who are up to your third level connections. Now, first level connection is your direct connection. Second level is your connections, and third level is your connections. So it is important for you to have. So today, if I want to see a profile of somebody in Russia, and I type that, okay, I want to see HR manager in Russia, I will not be able to see profiles because I don't have many connections in Russia. So it is first 500,000 connections you can add randomly. There's no issue on it. But once you start using it very regularly and you feel that it is not of much usage to him, as such, that connection is not harming you anything. So that is okay. Regarding the posts and views, I feel that you create an impression if you start writing too much of post and too much of your reviews. People may find it little irritating, and people may feel that you have so much of free time that you have time. I mean, you are writing likes, you are doing likes, and you are commenting on these things. In the end, people like to interact with busy people. So you never have to show that you are so free to do all these things, which is not so much relevant, which anybody can do. So I never post. In fact, I don't think so that I even post a single message or post an article in whole year.
Okay. One more question we are getting: how important is the endorsement or the recommendation, both in free account and the premium account?
Yeah. So endorsement and recruitment, the recommendation, you can give it irrespective whether you are a free account member or a premium account member. But yes, it helps. Endorsement. Suppose I connect to a person and we make it a rule in our company that my marketing executive, they do endorse him or her in first or second week of connection, so that they get a reminder that, okay, we got connected. So once, if Mangesh, I endorse you for leadership, you will get a message that, okay, Prakash Mundra has endorsed you for leadership. So there is that slight recall of Prakash Mundra. That is one thing which, because that time you might have accepted my connections randomly and you might have forgotten me.
Okay.
And recommendations, give it if you are genuinely, if you believe for somebody, but just don't give your recommendation should not look like that you have given it for quid pro quo and you have also got recommendation from that person. A very, very good scrutiny of your profile makes the other person realize that it is a quid pro quo arrangement.
Yeah, one more question is related to the lead generation. How you keep the track of lead generation? And second, about the personal messages or the email which we send in lead generation. Suppose assuming a situation that we are not got the response for the first email or the message. So how many reminders one should send for the follow-up?
No, on LinkedIn, you cannot send many reminders. So if you have sent one email,
okay,
one email costs you close to around 200 rupees. And if you are sending another, till the time that person is not responding to you, you cannot send a reminder. Or else you have to send another email, which will again cost you 200 rupees. So it doesn't make sense to, if that person is not responded to you, you have to, even if you get 10% response, I think that's the way today's world is, that you should be happy about it.
So what was the percentage of your lead generation, Prakash sir?
As I said, initially it was very good. But now over a period of time, now because so many people have started using it and people are being bombarded with so many emails and these things. So it has stopped. But again, the advantage that once you have a good, robust profile and you have so many connections, anybody who I connect to in my target audience, we have many common connections. So if I want to connect desperately with a person, and if he or she is not replying to my email, the best part for me is I ask one of my common connections that I want to get desperately connected to him or her. How do you know him? Whether you know him personally or not. And that's how I go through. And then I call up him or her directly that I got your reference from this. I tried to connect you on LinkedIn, but didn't get any response. So I'm connecting to you directly.
So one of the participants is asking whether it is possible to connect with the venture capitalist or the company, who will be business of seed capital or the later stage of funding.
Yes, I mean, very much. In fact, venture capitalists, they want to themselves reach out to young entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs, because many times we feel that it is our need to get connected to them, but meeting them, we realize that it is equally their need to get connected to right people and right vendors. So when we connect to a lot of pharma companies, many times they feel happy about it, though they are giving us business, but they feel happy about it that they have got connected to the right vendor. But because of, if you are working with corporate, you don't have that much time to really do so much of work, exploratory work on LinkedIn or any other thing. So the onus of initiating that conversation will always be on the entrepreneur.
Okay. One more question for Mr. Manoj Mundra. How do we find genuineness of person whom we connect on LinkedIn?
As I said, you would find very, very rarely a fake profile on LinkedIn. But if you have some common connections, and in the end, when we are connecting to a product manager in a pharma company, we are only asking for either time to meet with him, or sending samples to them. So that trust factor for big deal will happen only after one-to-one conversation, and that will depend on that conversation rather than on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn will not get you business directly and instantly. Business will come only after meeting that person or sending samples, but it is just the start point.
We are getting one request, Prakashji. Most of the participants are not able to see your face actually. So,
okay. Sorry, I think I changed my. Yeah. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
So one more question we are getting from the participants: how can I encourage LinkedIn members to recommend my product or services? So his question is like a third-party recommendation, or the member to whom we are not actually connected with the members. Can we ask for the recommendation?
No, it doesn't sound professional. I mean, you have to do you can't be relying on somebody else to promote your product. And as I said, it is not a B2C marketing platform. So it is a B2B. So you do it yourself after having some relationship started with that client. Maybe suppose in my case, if I have made a pharma product manager as my client, maybe after meeting him and after having 1 or 2 transactions, I may ask him or her that, sir, is there anybody else in your close circle who I can send samples to, or I can show my product? But it also devalue your reputation if somebody sends me that, okay, like this or those things. I never like it, do that, though I may tell to that person that, okay, I have liked it and I have followed you. But really, people higher up in the professional channel as you will never get into those things, because then you become bombarded with so many unwanted things, and those things keep cropping up in your WhatsApp and messages.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Mukesh has shared his question. If you don't post any article or anything, how do you then market your company on LinkedIn? He thought that regular posts about what his company do will help in increasing his visibility as far as his profile is concerned.
See, as it is, people don't log on to LinkedIn. So we may feel happy about it that, okay, we have posted something on LinkedIn. But in the end, people who are very free, student crowd, and who have just logged on to LinkedIn, who actually may not get you any business, they are the people who are liking your thing and who are sharing it, and or your family and friends. But it is up to us that we have to realize that, is that getting business, or is it better for you to filter your connections or look for new connections who are more relevant for your business and write one-to-one messages to them. So it is prioritizing your effort. And because at least that one-to-one message, if I am if Mangesh likes my this thing, new product profile of pharma industry, will it get me any business? No. Very rare chance that Mangesh connection in the pharma industry may like it, and everybody is so bombarded with all the products today that nobody gets a wow feeling that, okay, I have seen a new product and I would like to. The traction will never happen from the client side. It will always be happen from the supplier side.
Question here is from Chaitrali. She's asking, when we connect with any person on LinkedIn, the pop-up comes off asking our email ID. So what is the reason behind this?
Many people, they will have their profile this thing kept in a mode where they don't want anybody else to connect with them unless they have their email ID. So the only way to connect with them is by email. So you can understand the corporate senior corporate person also, because he will be getting so many connections and invite for jobs, for some various other things, that they may have to resort to that okay, we want it. And also, if you send too many connections randomly, then LinkedIn blocks you also. So you cannot send more than 100 connections per day.
Okay.
So it is not that you search for HR managers and you got 272 people and you send just connect message to every day. LinkedIn will block it. And because LinkedIn is so much worried about anti-spamming of or wrong utilization of their services, I think LinkedIn has maintained its sanctity, and people continue to use LinkedIn. It has not become like Facebook or WhatsApp, where it becomes a lot more open and people start getting irritated by it.
Okay. So next question is from Shivani. She is from the HR team of Huvi Digital Life. Her question is that she heads the recruitment department of the company. So is it possible for her to look out for the candidate from the same industry from free version of LinkedIn? So is that filter available in free version?
Yes, industry filter is available in the free version also. And I believe for most of the people, the best way to experience the difference between the free version and premium version is take a freemium account for 1 month. Just have the record of the date when you are joining, so that you can, after 25 days, you can disable that your credit card details. That's it. So once you start using a freemium account, which is a premium account for 1 month free, you yourself can experience most of the things which work out for you. And if you find that it is really worthy, you can take it for an annual basis.
Okay. Prakash, we are getting one important question, that it is regarding the lead generation. As you said that there are 2 options in lead generation. One can send the email describing the company profile and the product and services which we offered.
Yes.
But most of the participants are interested in knowing the tone of the connect message, which has a limitation of, I think so, 180 character or that.
Yeah,
so what should be the tone of that message?
Yeah, that you want to the tone of those.
Yes, yes. Connect message.
Connect messages. So connect message also we have utilized our way of that.
Sir, if you can share your connect message with the participant.
Okay, okay. I will just. I think again I will have to. Let us say. No, see, connect. These are the connections that I have received, but if you see the connection. No, sorry, I made a mistake here. What is happening is now this. Sorry, because now most of the time these basic things are being done by my marketing executives. So I myself at times forget that how to do few things, but I just. But it is difficult to get this thing connection messages make very effective.
Okay.
See, recently added. Now I would have. I think. No, this was, I had sent a query to somebody, so who had replied to it. I am not. The connection messages are, you have very limited area to play around with it. So you have to be very straightforward only. But at least one connection, at least you can write that, okay, we can see this as a common connection and all those stuff. So that, because nobody would like to just add somebody without any personalized connect message. So personalized connect message is very important. Just don't add somebody senior that, okay, connect him, because he will not have that much time to look at your profile and make the decision whether you are worthy to be connected or not. So like now, just for like people who now just connected with me, I don't think so that anybody has written any personal message.
So is it a direct connection?
Yeah, they have just added the connection part of it. Okay, add to it. But I now this I may accept him, may not accept him, because I don't know what purpose he has written to him, from whose reference or anything.
Okay,
So it
but at
becomes like
least
a
you are
complete
able
cold
to
call.
see the mutual connections, no?
Yeah, I can see the mutual connection, but still it is not necessary that I will accept him. At least I need to know the reason why he has sent me an invite. And it also shows that how much you care for connecting with that person. If you are not able to write two-line on it, either appreciating that person or whatever doing that, it should be that way.
Okay. Prakashji, we are getting a lot of questions which are more sort of repetitive questions.
Okay.
But because of the paucity of time, we'll not be able to take all the questions. What I'll request all the participants that we will note down the questions and we will forward it to Prakash sir, and we'll share over the WhatsApp whatever his answers are there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prakashji. Over to you, Rahul.
Yeah, thank you, Mangesh.
Prakashji, I'll just request you to stop your screen sharing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Prakash ji.
Yeah.
For educating us today as using LinkedIn as an effective tool for B2B and also to some extent for B2C. I agree on one very important point that you stated, that is many of us have static LinkedIn accounts and I'm one of them. So I'm sure it will change from today. So a big thank you from TEN and all the participants.
My pleasure.
And our sincere gratitude to Mangesh for moderating this session so seamlessly. I would now kindly request our member CA Rajiv Mundra to present the vote of thanks for Prakash ji. Yes, Rajiv.
You have to unmute Rajiv. Is he a co-host?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rajiv.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all. Firstly, just a moment. Good afternoon to all. Thank you, Prakash, for a wonderful session. I mean, it has been how to effectively, you have mentioned how to effectively use LinkedIn on a B2B platform. Okay. How it is different from other social media platforms. How we can effectively use it for us as a businessman, as a service provider. And not only, I mean, what others have mentioned, like not only for HR, but also for lead generation. How do you effectively use it for lead generation? And secondly, you have made it very easy for all of us by giving a live demo of your own personal account, which is very helpful for us to understand the right way to use it. So Prakash, thank you so much on behalf of TEN for making this wonderful presentation. At the same time, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all 10 members who have participated and helped generate a lot of interest for this session. Also, I would like to thank all other participants who have taken out time to come and participate in this session and be a part of this program. I would now like to take this forward and ask Rahul to take it further.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. I will now make the concluding remarks so that we can end the session today. Friends, what you saw today is what 10 members share every week. Positive energy, knowledge about what's happening in the industry, support to any operational problem that is beyond our domain expertise, opportunity to learn from and mentor fellow entrepreneurs. An added benefit is a chance to attract a lot of business. So who should join 10 and why? Budding or established entrepreneurs are welcome to join 10. 10 is committed to support, promote and develop entrepreneurs, and our activities are focused on building the entrepreneurial community. So please take a call on joining 10. Annual membership is of 15,000 and one-time registration fees of 2,000. You can get back to our relationship manager, Mr. Mangesh Patole, or myself for that interest. Thank you all for attending and making such a positive contribution to the meeting. We end the meeting today, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Guys, request you all to follow our YouTube channel. We will be posting the recordings over there. Thank you so much for all of you all to participate in today's session.
Yeah.